This House report has come out, concluded that these Pakistanis, Imran Awan and his family members, that they made unauthorized access to these congressional servers.
Yeah, this is a shocking government report. It's from the watchdogs in the House of Representatives, the nonpartisan Office of Inspector General, and it carefully went through the server logs, and they found that these guys were logging into 15 different members of Congress's servers who they did not work for. They had no business doing that. It found that they logged into the server of the House Democratic Caucus, which is kind of like a sister group of the DNC, thousands of times, and this is in the very same time period that the DNC is also being hacked. It found that they were logging in using members of Congress's personal usernames and that they were taking steps to cover their tracks. Finally, after they were fired, they continued to log in anyway. Now, cybersecurity experts and the police were monitoring this as part of a long-running cybersecurity investigation. They're closing in on the House Democratic server as their prime evidence, and eventually that entire server, with all the congressional data on it, was physically stolen. So these guys were finally banned from the House of Representatives, and the Democratic leadership got together and briefed all the 44 members who employed these guys and said these guys have got to go, they're being fired, but they misrepresented why they were being fired. They told the members that it was a theft case. Now, the final report from the House Inspector General did not even mention theft. This was always a cybersecurity urgent case taking place before the election. These guys have a very troubling background, and if there weren't reasons for concern enough when they were making these unauthorized access, you couple that with the fact that they're logging in after they're fired, and then the entire server disappears. Any prudent person would have been extremely disturbed by this, and the House misrepresented it, and as a result, Democrats have been saying for the last year, we didn't really do anything to secure our data. We didn't notify our constituents that may have been affected. The fact is our leadership has never told us about any hack, so we took no action. And this report shows that the leadership did know and that they mischaracterized it. And what's going to be interesting now is to see how the Democrats react now that I've published details from this report. If they continue to act like there was no hack, then that gets very interesting, because why would a prudent person not care that they were hacked? Why wouldn't they be calling for charges? Why wouldn't they be pressing charges against these guys? And that's when you get into fears about blackmail, if members may be being blackmailed by their own emails and other things like that. Because the fact of the matter is, if any of us were to log into members of Congress's servers when we didn't work there, I think we can all imagine that we'd be in jail pretty quick.